How's it going? I was just checking it out. I've never been here.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Welcome to Venice.
Oh, so this is where you live.
Are you from Florida?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, but I go to Florida quite a bit.
Someone I knew from Florida.
Oh,
Well, online or something.
wow. How come these lights come on so bright here? Just because I...
Yeah, I'm sort of the volunteer neighborhood security at night
Oh, wow.
while also living in devotion. They're not going to let me do it. After 3 years of trying.
3 years of trying what? I couldn't hear
3
you.
years of building really beautiful things that have been destroyed repeatedly.
Why were they destroyed? Oh, like making your home and...
Well, like building, something that is a needed element within any community or culture, which is, just, yeah, understanding where you're at. I mean, that's the thing. It's like the good thing about housing people is you've got all the people that are bitter about where they're at because they're not utilizing it in any intentional way that makes it bearable, I guess. And
You sound pretty smart.
so, yeah, it's a challenge for some to acknowledge that, but at the same time, you have to catalyze that. But you also have to not let people pollute that. I mean, they dumped Skid Row here this winter, and prior to that, so I was definitely supportive of, and I've had to drive out some very seditious elements as well, and but it's important that that is managed by the community itself, especially when there are so many people trained and capable, to provide that support for their own community. You know what I mean?
Where were you born? Where did you grow up?
I was born in New Orleans, Florida, North Carolina, New Orleans, and California. Well, I've been
So
everywhere.
you traveled around.
I've been everywhere.
Usually, when I meet somebody that's traveled around that much as a young person, usually they say, "Well, my dad was in the military," or
Oh, I'm actually 45. I've had 4 children. I've lived.
no. I'm not suggesting that you're a teenager. What I'm saying is, usually when somebody says, "Well, when I was growing up, I was in Cleveland, I was in New York, I was in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, Venice, San Diego, San Francisco, New Orleans," usually I guess say, "Oh, let me guess, your dad was in the military." Quite often that's the case, but not necessarily. I guess.
Or your family's been hunted by aggressive oppressors for generations.
So
That'll make people move.
So your family was hunted by aggressive oppressors? Wow.
Yeah, it runs deep. So that'll make you move around.
Who are these aggressive oppressors that were
They're
hunted?
historically proven throughout history. They have many names, but they are the same evolving entity of
The government.
envy.
What's that?
It's really envy, but
What's envy?
envy. For
Oh,
example,
envy.
if you've survived Holocausts and Inquisitions and Crusades, and you realize that this has been perpetuated for generations against your family to cripple them from reaching their potential, and also to cause them to be disconnected from the values that protect them. And then having them attacked because no one can exploit you, and so naturally they attack that which they cannot exploit, hoping that that will help make it possible. I'm a writer actually, but it's been hard to have let's just say it's been an Abby Hoffman saga.
Would it be fair to say that you are there's different words that can be, I just heard Warren Buffett's right-hand guy, Charlie Munger, he's in his 90s, say that he was a contrarian. And that I saw a little video. What's that?
I'm not a contrarian.
I mean, you would not.
But there are a lot of traits. I mean, I would say
I was looking for the right word, but
I'm an autistic genius level.
But you would not say that you're like a normal, average person wanting a middle-class life, working for corporate America
I
with
did that, and then
What's that?
I did that, and it was 911 happened, and it turned out to be the most unstable dynamic of living. So I learned to simplify my life, which allows me to live on $20 a day if I have it, and I can have what I need essentially with $20 a day, and
What in this?
also be abundant in a divine way that I am actually ordained to be an example of, that actually improves harmony. You know?
What industry were you in when you said before 9/11? You were.
I worked for a international finance company as a project analyst for 3 years.
Wow.
And,
Now, did you have a college degree in that area and that discipline, or
I was
self-taught,
I
or?
was very, yeah, I was able to, because of that autistic genius part, I was able to assess things and see things that were often hidden, that people taught a structure.
So would you say have you been called like an autistic savant, or?
I was a glorified bullshit detective. Like, that's what I was. I was people wanted millions of dollars, and I was there to figure out if it was worth it. Pretty much. And
Were you in New York, or?
no, I was in San Francisco. So, but anyway, I did find some weed gummies in the trash, so I'm a little bit like, I'm having a blood sugar moment. I need like a Dr. Pepper or something.
Oh, I wish I had something like that to offer you. I think the only thing I have is some Cheetos, and you're welcome to them. Or I also have these other little.
I have water, and I just need actually like soda for
I probably drink too much Diet Pepsi, but I don't have.
if I drink one Dr. Pepper, believe it or not, my blood sugar is pretty much regulated for the entire day.
There was a woman, actually, I would say, I'm guessing she was about your age. I don't think I asked her age, but the last time I was here in Venice, and it's been, I think it's been about 6 or 7 years. Her name was Joy, and that was her real name, Joy. I know it was her real name because she even showed me a ticket that they gave her a ticket for. She had a bunch of stuff on the beach, and I don't know, you're not allowed to sleep on the beach.
I got tickets like every single day, and then when they just kicked me off the beach and sort of took half my stuff, which is like the 10th time, I had it was 3 o'clock in the morning with no warning. They gave me like an hour warning, and then I always lecture them too, because I'm just like, next time I think I'm gonna tell them, hey, you should spend less time bothering me and more time trying to get out of purgatory. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? And it's all, I mean, it's just about, and that's the thing. I mean, that is the thing that I would say I've been most purposeful about, is the fact that I've been able to empower the people who have been villainized, who are the incremental dynamics of a culture that make it strong and safe and protected, and the importance of that, and as well as, I mean, God literally shut the beach down one time when I got looted. It was all my native sacred items, and it's like the wind blew for 3 days, blew everyone off the beach. My tent didn't move, and then COVID tripled overnight, and I was like, God will shut you down. You want me to leave? I was like, I'm the only thing standing between you and God, Rome. But the thing is those things that pollute a culture are always most drawn to the sacred places that are incremental to culture. So, maintaining, I mean, that's what that whole trilogy is about, really, is maintaining the sanctity of the foundation of your
Did you ever think that
of a harmonious society?
Did you ever think that you would be married with kids or something?
I was, and that's part of my culture, actually, is there's a point where you devote yourself to that potential, and that's a very interesting plot twist, because I actually realized that yeah, was the epiphany I had around that.
Do you want to get a slice of pizza or something?
Actually, I'm probably gonna rest because I kind of look out for people, and I do keep a lot of the religious value system. So it's better to come in the day. I don't talk to strange men at night. And,
Well, that's
but I do try to help people. Like if you got lost on the beach, you know, I try to be there for people because weird things happen out here, and some of them are creatures. For sure. You know, as well as multiple planes of reality that relate to the planets. You know, I said with higher dimensional beings would not need spaceships to traverse. You know, because they would have these portals or stargates, etc., vortexes, and yeah, it's very interesting. And I would say that's another reason I cling. I was like, if a woman can chain herself to a tree, I can devote myself to a beach. You know. So.
I mean, don't you ever miss having like a boyfriend? I mean, you're a good-looking.
No, I actually am.
You don't.
I have personally defied the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and along the way, the losses got so great that all I could do was devote myself to exposing them, to the point that, yeah, it's they've made it very hard for me to. They've worked hard to defame and libel everything that I stand for and have achieved, and they've even stolen those things repeatedly to impede my ability to represent them. You know, and so that's yeah.
I mean, even though it's dark, I can see you're a good-looking woman. You know, you're not.
I am devoted to someone.
Oh.
I'm devoted to a group of incredible people who have worked tirelessly throughout generations and lifetimes to liberate humanity, essentially, and that is, you know, well, that's why I'm a believer. You know, because that is, yeah, you get to see miracles all the time, and living in devotion and trust. You know, and it allows you to be more blessed when you make it through the, you know, yeah, enlightenment. I mean, it's eternity. It's real. You know.
Well, it was
I
nice
love it when I get to a different vibration, and it's like people thought I was dead. And the thing is, I knew they were, you know, driving me off the beach because, you know, they were doing something that, you know.
Well, it was nice
I thought if they got me off the beach too, they wouldn't get caught for profiting off of my demise repeatedly.
It was nice. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah, bless you too.
I hope you have a good night. And
Yeah, come by in the day sometime. I'm always here, and I do try to be a benefit to my community. But at night, I kind of hold it down and do the security and just, you know, look out for my people. Because, you know, yeah, I've had to chase some elements off of this particular area that, yeah.
well, I hope that you stay well and
They
stay.
are targeting love, relationships. There are bitter creatures in our community at times. Predators, you know.
Yes, of
It's a
course.
jungle out there.
Predators.
Wanda.
Well, I hope that you stay well and stay safe.
Yeah, no, actually, I mean, you know, I am the security in that regard.
Yes, keep the
And be
predators
careful,
at.
'cause God will come for you. Like
Keep the predators at.
That's,
You have to keep the predators at bay.
yeah, no, it's fine as long as people let me be and realize that I'm actually doing something beneficial. You know.
I see that you are. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bless you.
God bless you.
What up? What up? Yeah, 'cause I need an art project.
Wow, you're good at kicking that ball.
Huh?
I said you're very good at kicking that ball.
Well, just kind of starting off.
That takes a lot of practice.
Well, not really. I've been